Okay, you guys. Hey, this is Nika, and I've been watching the Married at First Sight season 16 Nashville um, airings this year, and it is a drag. Season 16 is a drag for me. I don't know if I remember watching season 12. That was the very first season that I watched because it was in New Orleans, and that's where I'm from. That's where I am. So I started kind of like watching them, but out of order. And so I decided to just watch the season live, like as it airs, because I really like season 12 of Married at First Sight. I went back and I watched one, and I can't remember if I did any other Married at First Sight season. I don't think I've watched them all the way through. Anywho, so this is just a recap. I know this season just feels like it's been dragging, and what the consensus looks like is that these couples, like, we don't see any of them making it. Maybe one couple, but I don't know, y'all. I'm not gonna put all the eggs in a basket on the couple, which of course is Nicole and Chris. Okay, y'all, let's just talk about this season, what's going on, our couples, and then I'm going to give my predictions of whether I think these couples are going to make it. Are they going to say I do or stay married on decision day? Let's see. The first couple, let's just get them out of the way, Dominique and McKinley. We know they did not make it. They barely made it off the honeymoon, but they decided to end their marriage early. Looks like Dominique threw in the towel before. I thought Dominique was pretty cool, but it just seems so one-sided. Like, a lot of people were hating on Dominique, but I feel like it's more than just, I don't know. I feel like it was a setup because Dominique she's young. She was 25, and like they took a chance on kind of casting her in this show being so young. But I think she was just matched with the wrong person. But as Pastor Cal said, y'all lied because on paper they seemed like they would have been a good match, but in person, I don't know where everything kind of fell apart. But definitely the honeymoon, I remember things falling apart because Mac would kind of complain. I don't know if that's his personality or what, but Dominique was not feeling it. And I kind of applaud Dominique for just kind of saying, okay, that's enough for me. I'm out of here. Because it makes no sense with just dragging along day by day and nothing. And you're not going to go to the end. Clint and Gina. Speaking of them, this is the couple that actually did drag it on to decision day, which we know they should have called it quits. They were well done, ready to get out of the oven when Clint kind of clapped back at Gina for some physical feature comments that they were kind of saying what they're not usually attracted to. But I don't know. I personally, for me, I felt like Gina was in the wrong for that. And then Clint was just kind of defending himself. We all, I think, were kind of had our eyebrows up on Clint. Like, who is this dude? He's kind of crazy. Like, is he here for the right reasons? XYZ. But he ended up being kind of like the underdog and like one of my favorite characters of this season. Clint is just genuinely himself, and that's what he portrayed through the filming. But it was rocky. I admit it was rocky on that honeymoon. I was just like, oh Lord, they're gonna hate him. And like, what I really admire about Clint is that he didn't break under pressure because everyone was kind of trying to reprimand him for what he did, but he ended up like shining bright and being like one of like the season's favorites through the show, which is really cool. But anyway, Gina, I think she's a hairstylist and she has a salon, but I don't know. I don't think she went on this show just to promote her salon. I really don't think. I just think just her personality of how invested and involved she was in a salon, it kind of overtook everything. And I know she's making comments about how Clint was just bizarre and he's not treating her like a wife. She wants to be cherished, XYZ. But I kind of think that she hasn't put herself in a place to be appreciated like that because she's so occupied by this salon situation in her career. So I think maybe she wasn't a good pick for this show because she kind of was like looking for a husband to kind of add into what she already had going on with her life. And it's just not working out. So Nicole and Chris, this is the one that people just really think that they might make it. If anyone would say yes, it would be Nicole and Chris. But I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about these two because it's like it seems like they want to make it. It seems like Chris is so dedicated to her, but she will self-sabotage till the end. And it's like Chris is showing her, okay, you're doing this, you're doing the most, but I'm still here. But honestly, how long can you really do that? How can you sustain that trying to constantly have to build someone's self-esteem up? And then when she loses, she just becomes irate. And I just don't like that. I don't like it for them. And especially with this apartment situation, she's basically trying to give him an ultimatum, but not really give him an ultimatum, but she's giving him an ultimatum about staying together. And I feel like her insecurity is really like it's tearing at her, especially with this situation. Do I believe that Chris is kind of committed to her? Yes, but I feel like he's really playing the game of, okay, we're going to hold off on this apartment thing until decision day because I want to see if the old Nicole will come back, which is kind of like playing games. But then at the same time, it's a smart move because you want to know if someone will really go back to their old ways before you prolong the commitment to them. So I don't know if Chris is doing this intentionally or what, but if he is doing it intentionally, okay, good for him, because she is kind of like showing herself in the situation. At least on camera, we can't really tell that she's really reverting back to her old ways of being whoever she thought she was before. But it's kind of bothersome. And I think if she brings up that apartment situation on decision day, Chris is going to say no. Oh, and let's not forget how Chris like boohoo cried over those dogs, which was a weird moment. But ever since then, Chris has been like on like a steady this pace. He hasn't done anything really outlandish besides try to entertain Nicole. And I think this last episode with just them at the bar talking to these guys that the production crews sent their way, obviously, I think that the beta male thing was I thought it was kind of weird because I'm not really into the alpha beta male thing, all that discourse, red pill, blue pill discourse. I really don't care. I think people are individuals and they should just flow together and work as partners and all that XYZ stuff. But I did not like that comment, and I feel like it was really that mean girl persona that she supposedly left in the past. And when Chris sees that, I don't know if he's going to appreciate that, because she's acknowledging that he's this beta male, which is, I don't know, I guess like, I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing, but compared to an alpha male, I guess it would be the bad, since people are like so black and white with it. But I just I didn't appreciate that comment, and I don't know, I don't think he's going to appreciate that comment as well. So Jasmine and Aris, they are working on a nice friendship, but marriage-wise, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just not going to be enough. I can see them growing that way. And I think I remember in like some of the discussion groups where they people were talking about how their energy changed, so they could have got it in within these last few episodes or whatever, but we'll never know. And I wouldn't be surprised, because when when Shaq revealed that him and Kirsten were doing it, Jasmine was really shocked and surprised. She was just like, and girl, you didn't tell me. That was the look that she was giving Kirsten. And so I think even if Eris and Jasmine did something, then they probably would not say anything until maybe the reunion show or whatever. And that's if they say I do after that, and then they move on to, pursuing whatever type of friendship or whatever. I think that Aris is genuinely trying to have a friendship, and he may say yes. And I'm just saying that because just the way they line these episodes up, it really makes you think that, okay, Aris is really trying to build a friendship. We know his past. He was a playboy, very sexual, into all these things in the past, and so now he's trying to change gears. So I think what happens with that is that he's trying to get to know her on a friend level and just really build on it, which I do believe that they can do that. They can build into it, and it's crazy for me to say, but I can see them both saying I do if they're willing to work on this slow progression of this marriage, this relationship. I hope they do it. Okay, Kirsten and Shaq, they are just they're funny, because it's now like their roles have switched. Like Shaq, I felt like, was chasing Kirsten or trying to gain her affection, and now Kirsten is trying to kind of reassure Shaq and say, I'm here for you, I care for you, and all kind of stuff. And Shaq is just like, okay, but I want to meet your family. I want to meet your family. And then when he meets the family, he meets the father or whoever, he's just like, could have been sooner. So it's like they're playing games, and I'm like, I don't know if Shaq is doing this for the camera, because I think Shaq is a cool dude. I really liked him on the show. He just seemed genuine and but now for some reason, it's a reality TV show, so they're only going to show us like the bits and parts that'll get the conversation going. But I don't know. I feel like something happened to where Kirsten did something, Kirsten said something, and Shaq was really offended by it. And now he's kind of like sticking to it and still offended about something. I don't know. But for them, my consensus is, I think what a lot of people have been saying is that Kirsten is going to say yes or want to say yes, but Shaq is going to say no. But I don't know. I just don't know if Shaq is just trying to play it up for the camera just to add suspense to it. But I don't know. Maybe they could. Maybe they could make it through. I don't know. But anyway, to wrap all of this up, let's go back to Dominique and Mac. We know they're out of there. They're done. But we know that they're going to come back, because from the first couple of episodes, we see scenes of Dominique and Clint kissing. And I'm just like, why would you show us this? To where, is it really going to have an effect when we really see it on these upcoming episodes? Is it really? No, it's not. But anyway, so we know they didn't make it. Clint and Gina, they both should just say no, because they're just riding out to the very end, the last on the decision day. Why would they have us and subject us to just the whole season of them trying to build a relationship or a friendship that just won't happen? I don't know. I bet they never watch Driving Miss Daisy. I can promise you that. Because they have no intentions of saying yes. Not in any world, any universe. They are not going to say yes. Nope. So Chris and Nicole, that is such a big question mark. But if I had to put the eggs in the basket, because MAFS is sloppy with their editing, or maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but I swear I saw Nicole walking away on her own. She was like walking away, but she could have been walking to the decision day couch or whatever. But they showed that scene to us where she was walking, looked like she was walking away alone. So I don't know. I think they're gonna go. I'm gonna put a bet on it, and I'm gonna say that they're going to make it. Aris and Jasmine, I'll say they're gonna make it. They're gonna both say yes. And Kirsten and Shaq, I'm just gonna say yes because I'm being just, I don't know, so optimistic about this foolishness. But that's what I think. That's my wrap up of this season. I know we probably have like 6 more episodes left because they're really torturing us with this end. I've never been tortured like this with a TV show, but it just seems like this season is going on to its 5th year of airing. Please release us, please. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.